Welcome to our video on what is it like to visit Singapore. Props to my man Bernard here who showed me around Singapore at the end of January in 2023. He was the best thing ever when it comes to a tour guide in a town I've never been to. I really want to thank Bernard for being a great host and taking me so many places. We walked so many miles. We had one night where there was no rain, and we went out and ate. That was great. He took me to a few spots off the beaten path, and I appreciated it a lot. Now, when I was there, it was the rainiest it had been in Singapore for a long time. Now, they do get a lot of rain in December usually, but towards the end of January when I'm there, usually you might get rain every 3 days. And this week, there was a lot of rain 7 days in a row. He still took me to many of the places to get an overview. I would have loved some sunny days, but I really learned to appreciate Singapore, a highly modern city near the equator just south of Malaysia. And what a cool spot. Used to be a fishing village and not modern at all. And I learned to appreciate how you could build a city in a short amount of time and it be a modern city with modern luxuries and just beautiful architecture. It was a crowded city. There's about, I believe, 5 million people there, but it wasn't hard to get around. People were polite, friendly people, and the food is really good in Singapore. So if you want to go, I highly recommend it. The place was a lot of fun. We walked many places downtown, saw some really fascinating sights. There's the merlion, that is their symbol, their mascot, and their Gardens by the Bay and the Marina Bay Sands. And this, where we went into, is actually a modernized old post office. And it is a fantastic building, high-end hotel. And really enjoyed visiting it. I got to see a lot of things while I was there, and it would be next to impossible for me to cover what I saw over the basically 2.5 days, 3 days that I was in Singapore. I will say this, don't hesitate to walk. I know that in the summertime and other times of the year it can get relatively hot there and humid and you'll be sweating. That didn't happen to me. I got wet because it was rainy, but I would plan on walking and using the tourist card. For 3 days it's about $30, and that gets you transport on all the public transportation throughout the city, and it's well worth it, although I didn't need it as much because Bernard drove me everywhere. Now, he wanted to take me here. It's a center that's on one side, business center. On the other side, it's all apartments. And it was a fantastically gorgeous architectural wonder for me. Now, down here, on the first night, we went down, and I believe it's satay, and it is so delicious. You can get chicken, you can get fish, you can get shrimp, you can get crawfish. But the flavor was divine, and it had such great atmosphere where they're cooking right out on the street. They block the streets off so that they can have this, and it was delicious. After we went there, we went down to Chinatown and saw some pretty cool stuff. They were still decorated for Chinese New Year, which was about the day before, and people were out and about. There was a lot of places to eat and a lot of sights to see. Just get your settings right on your camera, which I didn't when I was taking pictures. So some of my pictures did not turn out the way I wanted them to. But I say that to say this: no matter what you do here in Singapore, there is something that you will enjoy. If you like Asian food, come here. The best Asian food. If you like nightlife, there is an amazing amount of things to do at night. If you like to walk around and see things during the day, there are so many things to see and do during the day. This was a bridge. It looked like, I don't know, whaleboats, and went out there. I don't know, it was kind of late, but it was cool because it goes right over the road, and it was just such a great place to go. So, this is Kelly from Nerdgasmic Adventures. I would like to tell you to stay adventured, but follow me, follow this channel, and please like and subscribe. And if you're interested in taking a journey with us at some point, then look us up at nerdgasmicadventures.com. Thank you again, and stay adventured.